Today I'm in my parents' gardens, and that's because I'm going to help them with a little project. My parents have this beautiful front yard, and they always are planting annuals, and it's fun, but it's a lot of work too to have to do this every year. So they have opted to replace this annual section with the boxwood hedge, and I think it's going to look just beautiful. So recently, France Nursery had a huge sale, their fall sales event, and boxwoods were 2 for $10. So we grabbed a bunch, and now we've got this wonderful project to work on. Let's go.
And we are removing this purple fountain grass. These purple fountain grasses get really huge, and it is just going to not fit well here with the boxwood hedge.
So my parents have been busy. They got this all cleared out. I helped just a little bit, but not much. The rocks, each one of these is placed strategically by my mom. And so my dad put up a little border to keep the rocks away from this garden section. They got everything cleared out. They put down some fresh compost, and now we're going to start digging and getting the boxwoods in the ground. And there's Charlie. Charlie wants to help too. Hi, Charlie. Hi, buddy. He loves to rub on the grass. Hi, Charlie. Say hi. All right, see how nice and cleaned up this all is? So it's this side here and this side here as well. Isn't that going to look lovely?
Boxwoods make such a great addition to any garden. I feel like no matter how many you put, you can do anything from 3 to hundreds of them. They just add a little bit of formality, and the fact that they are evergreen, they require very low maintenance. I think it's a win-win for any garden. In this case, we are doing quite a bit of hedging. This is going to go all across their front, and it's going to be great once this is all filled in. We're planting them about 12 inches apart from each other, which could be a little close. We probably could have spaced these out a little bit more, but we're ready to see these fill in very quickly. Boxwoods are low maintenance. They only need trimming once, maybe twice a year, and it'll be a while before these are ready for their first trim. And you're probably noticing that I am using a fertilizer in planting these. And a starter fertilizer is so important, especially for something like a boxwood. In this case, I am using the Espoma. It is one of my favorites. Now, come this spring, when it's ready to fertilize these boxwoods again, I will be using a brand called Top Boxes. This is a brand that I first saw through Martha Stewart. It's what she uses on her boxwoods. And I've been using this product for many years, and yes, there is a difference, and I absolutely love how it keeps everything green and protects and restores.
Okay, so this was a great little project just for an evening after work. We got one side of their garden all done. And one of the things that I'd like to keep in mind with gardening is you don't have to rush through the projects. Enjoy them. Enjoy being in the garden. Enjoy doing your project. So we got one side done. I'll catch you tomorrow, or maybe the next day we'll get the other side done. Stay tuned.
And as you can see, my dad did add irrigation to this area. It's just easier to have this on a set timer and irrigated regularly. And this was early October when we planted these boxwoods. Fall is the best time to plant boxwoods. And just in case you're wondering what this tool is that my dad is using to make the holes, this is a post hole digger. So it's normally used to make the holes for posts, like a fence post, but it works perfectly for this size container and this size plant. And I can't wait to show you how this all turned out. It's gonna look so good. And as I'm finishing up the boxwoods, we did decide to go ahead and add just a little bit of color this season because there is lots of room before these boxwoods fill in. So we're adding some red cyclamen, and yes, I measured out 3 feet in between each of the plants. I think that when you do take the time to measure out something like this, you can see the structure and how neat it looks. So isn't this just lovely? Just a little bit of red with the pretty boxwoods. It just looks more polished and professional when you can measure it out like that.
It's been true for the longest time. Just know that somewhere there's a sign, either fate or the big sublime. 'Cause rainstorms always move away. Ooh, but you'll go till night.
So we are all done with the hedge. I think it turned out so cute. This is going to be so much easier once these all fill in, and my parents don't have to worry about redoing the annuals every year. We did pop in some red cyclamen just for a little pop of color this year since there's room, but as these grow and fill in, it'll just be a nice, beautiful green hedge. So I hope that you enjoyed this. Maybe this inspired you to redo an area, make it easier, put a little work into it now, but make it easier in the long run. I hope that you enjoyed this video. Thanks for hanging out with us, and thank you for being here. Until next time, happy gardening.